Hello and welcome everybody to my first ever video on this channel. I am super excited to have you here and even more excited to kick things off with something really fun. A Pokémon FireRed Randomizer Nuzlocke. Now, if you are already familiar with what that is, awesome. But if you are new to it, no worries. Let me quickly explain what that means. A randomizer means that almost everything in the game is shuffled. Pokémon encounter, trainer teams, even items. So instead of finding a Pidgey on Route 1, I might find something really crazy, like a Dragonite. And the Nuzlocke is a self-imposed challenge with simple but brutal rules. If a Pokémon faints, it's considered dead and must be released or permanently boxed. I can only catch the first Pokémon I encounter in each area. If I mess it up, tough luck. So yeah, it's going to be chaotic, challenging and hopefully a lot of fun. If you enjoy Pokémon content or just want to see me suffer through randomized madness, feel free to stick around. Maybe even hit that like button and subscribe to follow the journey. Alright, let's not waste any more time, let's jump into the world of Pokémon and see what kind of insanity this randomizer throws at us. Alright, here we are at the moment of truth, choosing our starter Pokémon. Okay, first option a Blaziken. Awesome. Second is an Arbok, not bad. And third, we have Jinx. So honestly, this was a no-brainer for me and chat. We are going with Blaziken. And because it's a spicy chicken, I named it Nugget. After we picked our starter Pokémon, our rival wants to fight us. So we go for the first rival fight. Of course my rival picks Jinx. But Nugget, our Blaziken, is faster. Hits an Ember, takes half its HP. One more Ember, Jinx is down. First battle, first win. After our first rival battle, we made our way to Route 1. Alright, first encounter. A Glalie, not bad at all. We chipped it down and tossed a Pokeball. Named it Eva and continued our journey. Our encounter is an Omastar, solid water rock type. We catch it. Carwell joins the team. After we heal up, we head into Viridian Forest. The encounter is a Hoppip. Not great, but we catch it and name it Pizza Hut. We head back to Route 22 for the second rival battle. This time he has a new team member, Dusclops. But Carwell takes care of it easily with 2 bites. He then sends in Jinx again, so we switch to Nugget. A couple of embers and it goes down. After the rival battle, we go back into the grass on Route 22 for our encounter. It's a Goldeen, but unfortunately knocked it out. We arrive in Pewter City and challenge Brock, the first gym leader. He starts with an Igglybuff. We lead with Eva and take it out with 2 Powder Snow. His second Pokémon is Azurill. We stay in with Eva and finish the fight with a critical hit. Fast badge secured. On Route 3 we battle through the trainers, but unfortunately Pizza Hut goes down during a fight with a Dugong. Rest in peace buddy. After that we go for our encounter and it's a Rayquaza. We get it to half health, but it refuses to stay in the ball. I try to weaken it a bit more, but accidentally knocked it out. Another missed encounter. We head into Mount Moon and try to catch a Dodri. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough Pokeballs to catch it, so another encounter was lost. On Route 4, our encounter is a Spearow. We catch it and name it Petrie. We arrive in Cerulean City and evolve Petrie before heading to the gym. Now it's time to take on Misty. She opens up with a Pinsir. Petrie takes it on in a tough fight and manages to win with only 11 HP left. Next, she sends out Lombre. We switch to Nugget, hit it with 2 pecks, and that's the battle. Second badge secured. After healing up again, we wanted to cross the Nugget Bridge. But there, we face our rival for the 3rd time. He leads with a War Turtle. Petrie handles it with a few hits and takes minimal damage. Next is a Wailord. And once again, Eva finishes it off with another critical hit. His 3rd Pokémon is Octillery. A few solid attacks from Eva and it's down 2. Last up, his starter Pokémon, Jinx. And again, we switch to Nugget. But unfortunately, this time she puts us to sleep. so the fight drags on a bit. After clearing the Nugget Bridge, we get our encounter on Route 24. A Gyarados. We catch it successfully and add it to the team, but on the way back a wild Wobbuffet catches us off guard. Eva, our Glalie, gets taken out. One of our most reliable team members is gone. Time to let the Ice Ball rest. On Route 25 we find our 9th encounter. Aron. We catch it and name it Matteo, after my friend's newborn son. We make our way through the route and defeat most of the trainers without much trouble. We move on to Route 5 and encounter a Manectric. Unfortunately, we run out of Pokeballs again before we can catch it. Another missed opportunity. We arrive at Vermillion City and get the old rod from a fisherman. Using it, we encounter an Absol. This time we manage to catch it. We name it Sora after one of my loyal followers. While on the SSN, we use the old rod again and hook an Arbok. We catch it and name it Ingo. Don't ask me why, I don't know either. While working through the SSN, a random trainer nearly takes out Petrie, but he survives just barely. Then it's time for our rival battle. He opens with a Kyogre, and I lead with a weakened Sora. Unfortunately, Sora gets crit by an Aqua Pulse and goes down. A short time pass, but a loyal companion. I sent in Petrie, but that was a mistake. He nearly gets taken out too. I switch to Lindworm, who tanks an ancient power, then hits back with a bite. Luckily, Kyogre flinches and Gyarados finishes it off with a Thrash. Next is Roselia. Gyarados stays in and one hits it with Thrash. Then comes Tangela. Thrash brings it below half, but now Gyarados is confused. I switch to Nugget, who finishes it with Ember. Last up, his starter Jinx. And again, Nugget handles her again with a couple of Ember. We win! After finishing up the SSN, we head to the gym to face Major Bob. He leads with a Zangoose, and we send in Matteo, our Aron. We start by lowering its accuracy with a few mud slaps, while Zangoose sets up 2 sword stances. Aron lets a critical dig, bringing Zangoose close to fainting. Major Bob heals with a super potion. We dig again, but after the hit, Zangoose crits back, leaving Aron at 8 HP. We switch to Ingo, and luckily Zangoose misses all of his attacks. Ingo finishes it with a few bites. Next up is Metagross. I accidentally clicked Poison Sting, which of course does nothing. We go for Bite, and Metagross hits back with a super effective Confusion. A second Confusion brings Ingo down to 22 HP, so we switch to Lindworm. Metagross hits with Takedown, solid damage. Lindworm answers with a critical bite, leaving Metagross at 1 HP. On the next turn, it uses Takedown again and knocks itself out from the recoil. Last up, Kyogre again. We stay in with Lindworm. It uses Ancient Power. Decent damage. We fire back with Dragon Rage, taking it to half. Knowing Kyogre outspeeds, I switch to Kawe to avoid losing Gyarados. Ancient Power hits again, no real damage. Then Water Pulse lands and leaves Kawe at 16 HP. We hit back with a bite, but it's not enough. I switch again to save Kawe and send in Petrie. He gets almost one-shot by Water Pulse. I knew he'd be outsped next turn and made the call to sacrifice him. Then it happened. Kyogre got the Ancient Power stat boost. All its stats are up now. All of my team were already under half HP. From there, Kyogre swept the rest of the team. That's where the run ended. The Pokémon FireRed Randomizer Nuzlocke. Over. And just like that, our journey comes to an end. We started with Nugget, fought our way through badges, losses, surprises, and even caught a few loyal companions along the way. But in the end, Kyogre was just too much. It hurts to lose, but that's what a Nuzlocke is about. High stakes, tough decisions, and real consequences. Thanks to everyone who followed the run. Subscribe and like the video if you don't want to miss out on our next journey. I'll be back with a new challenge soon. Until then, take care.